Istanbul sits at the crossroads of continents, where Europe meets Asia across the shimmering Bosphorus. From this city of dualities emerged one of literature's most profound voices, Orhan Pamuk, Turkey's first Nobel laureate in literature and a master chronicler of memory, identity, and the dialogue between East and West. Born in 1952 to a wealthy secular family in Istanbul, Pamuk initially pursued architecture and journalism before dedicating himself to writing. His literary journey began in 1974, but it was his third novel, The White Castle, that brought him international recognition. Through decades of writing, Pamuk has crafted narratives that explore the complexities of Turkish identity while speaking to universal human experiences. At the heart of Pamuk's work lies the concept of huzun, a uniquely Turkish melancholy that permeates his beloved Istanbul. This collective melancholy emerges from the tension between Turkey's Ottoman past and its modern aspirations, between Eastern traditions and Western influences. In his memoir Istanbul, Memories in the City, Pamuk paints his hometown in shades of black and white, capturing both its faded grandeur and persistent beauty. Memory serves as both theme and technique in Pamuk's fiction. His characters often grapple with personal and collective memories, questioning how the past shapes identity. In novels like My Name is Red and Snow, memory becomes a labyrinth, where characters search for meaning amid shifting cultural landscapes. Pamuk's narrative approach mirrors this complexity, with multiple narrators and perspectives creating rich, textured stories that resist simple interpretation. The dialogue between East and West forms another cornerstone of Pamuk's literary vision. His characters navigate the space between traditional values and modernization, between religious faith and secular rationalism. This exploration reached its apex in the Museum of Innocence, where objects become vessels of memory in a story of obsessive love set against Istanbul's westernizing society of the 1970s. Pamuk's literary style blends postmodern techniques with traditional storytelling. He weaves intricate plots with philosophical reflections, creating narratives that function on multiple levels. His prose is both lyrical and precise, whether describing the miniaturist artists of 16th century Istanbul or the political tensions in contemporary Turkey. This distinctive voice earned him the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2006, with the Swedish Academy praising his discovery of new symbols for the clash and interlacing of cultures. Beyond his novels, Pamuk has established himself as an eloquent defender of freedom of expression. His outspoken comments on Turkey's historical treatment of Armenians and Kurds led to his prosecution under Article 301 of the Turkish Penal Code in 2005. Though the charges were eventually dropped, this experience informed his memoir Other Colors and highlighted the political dimensions of his literary work. The Museum of Innocence represents perhaps Pamuk's most ambitious project, not only a novel but also a physical museum in Istanbul, containing objects that appear in the story. This blurring of fiction and reality exemplifies Pamuk's belief that literature can transcend boundaries, creating spaces where contradictions coexist and dialogue becomes possible. Orhan Pamuk stands as a literary bridge builder whose work invites readers to question fixed notions of identity and belonging. Through his novels, essays, and public engagement, he demonstrates how literature can illuminate the complexities of our shared humanity, while honoring the particular histories that shape us. In a world increasingly defined by cultural polarization, Pamuk's voice reminds us that understanding begins with acknowledging the multiplicity within ourselves and our societies.